Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Meadow Grove Farm, where today I'm really having a lot of trouble getting the TX34 out of the shed that I put it in. Maybe that was a bad idea for storage. So today we're heading down to field 31. I'm going to do some harvesting in the New Holland. This is going to be the first time I've actually used this to harvest, so it should be interesting. I did finish off the baling, and I did a very, very quick and dirty swap into the newest version of Meadow Grove Farm, which Nathan put out for testing yesterday. For me, 2 days ago for you guys. Found a few minor issues, as always. I'm always going to find problems. But that was just a quick look. I'll have a bit of a longer look. I don't know when, actually. Little public service announcement. Just while I start the video here. As things stand, I don't know if there's going to be a stream today. I was talking to my friend that I'm going to see Deadpool 2 with last night, and he basically said, hey, could you come like a week early? Because all of my friends are going to go see Deadpool 2 and I don't want spoilers. And I was like, well, I mean, it's a bit short notice, but I can try. So what the plan is I'm gonna, well, this is only going to affect me as well, today, or yesterday I guess. It's now for me 4:11 PM. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record this video, stream, then probably have dinner, record another video, and get this one rendering and uploading while I go do some kind of housekeeping things for myself, because I really need to do some housekeeping things if I am heading away for a day. Which I had brilliant plans laid. I was gonna get like a week ahead in videos, maybe even 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, I am good now, I'm set. And then he's just like, hey, could you come down like a week earlier than you've been planning? Because that'd be nice. Oh, why is it that whenever I make a plan to get ahead, something just pops up and says, hi, I'm here to ruin this? So what, what are my thoughts on this combine? I love it. I love it. There's something about the TX34 that I just love. It looks like a combine, you know, it's big and wide and fat. It's got a nice header, which I am very willing to believe is the real header this thing used. It looks like it's from the 90s or early 2000s, which it is. And it's just kind of... because Matt's so good at making mods in general. And I know this is a DLC, but for the purposes of this quick discussion, I'm going to call this a mod. Because Matt's so good at making mods in general, it looks like it just fits perfectly. And yes, the fact that it's a DLC does help. Also, if you're looking for a really nice trailer to go on back your fast track, Bullet Bill's Marston trailers are fantabulous. If you haven't downloaded them yet, why not? Does this... oh, the gate does have collisions. They're just a bit wonked. How bad is this going to screw up my combine? Not at all. Good. So... why do my eyes hurt today? Ah! Plan here is we're gonna harvest this field, and I haven't decided if I want to get the straw off the field. Haven't decided if I want to bale yet, which is why I'm dropping straw, but I'm not necessarily going to bale it. I know that I've got a very bad habit of every time I drop straw in a field, I feel compelled to bale it. I'm not going to do that here. Obviously Sandy Bay is a bit different because I'm trying to make as much money as possible on Sandy Bay so that I can progress. Here it's a bit different because I'm just trying to basically survive, I guess. You know, and I can cheat money in if I need to, I can tinker with stuff, I can magically have equipment appear out of nowhere. You know, this is the generic farm sim series. By the way, I do have on this map now the Bobcat from ARM Team and the Grassland Harrow that got released yesterday. So I do have those two mods installed and available to me. I'm not going to use them just yet, but I will in the nearest future. I also have... I've got a lot of grassland equipment all of a sudden. It's suddenly grassland season in Modland, apparently. Because I do have the roller from Lone Wolf. Formerly known, well, from Frontier Modding, Lone Wolf, Farm, whatever you want to go. Well, whoever you want to say it's from, of that small group. It's Farm Indians roller, and it looks fantastic. Haven't had a chance to try it yet. There's a minor issue with bringing it on roads if they're not valleyed out, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Actually, this is a good place to see how they'll react on this map. So on this map, the rollers will be a bit wonky because the roads don't have a little hollow underneath them. And that's just down to how the rollers detect what kind of terrain you're on. So that would be an issue which would require me to have a trailer as well as the rollers, which is fine. Because if you have a road like that on your map, and you're using the roller, and I'm sure somebody's come across this problem other than Landy Kid, who pointed it out to me, and thinks that it's, you know, the roller's broken, it's horrible. No, it's a minor issue with the script where if it touches like grass at all, even just the grass texture, it thinks it's on grassland. I think it might also do it with the dirt texture. And the problem with that is when you don't hollow out underneath the roads, it causes some issues. So that's the long and the short of that problem. It thinks it's running through a field when it's actually on a road. I have suggested having it be like toggle on and off as an extra feature, which may or may not get put in, because like as unrealistic as it is for toggle on off, you could at least control the damn thing. Well, I guess in reality, this is me talking right out of my butt, so apologies from... In reality, like, wouldn't you go at the working speed all the time because you don't want to break the roller? Or, like, is there a working speed that ideally you roll a field at? Things I don't know and maybe should as a farm sim YouTuber. So yeah, leave answers and comments, please. Also, please leave comments, because it's not really fun seeing no comments on videos ever. Like I don't know if you guys are enjoying. Sure I see likes and dislikes, but I don't see you guys engaging in the videos, and I know that you guys love engaging in the streams, so it's kind of odd for me that you don't do that with videos too. Don't feel like because you can say stuff in the streams, you don't need to say anything in videos. because that's very much not the case. I do read comments to videos as well. In fact, I got comments on yesterday's video. Well, I got at least a comment on yesterday's video. Let me open up my YouTube Studio app on my phone real quick and we'll have a look at who said what, because I haven't had a look-see yet. Something I usually do at night, so that's... Why is my phone not connected to the internet again? Every time I try and do this, my phone's not... Why is this after happening now? Okay, turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone. Leave it set for... Turn the Wi-Fi off. High quality YouTube content right here. Man shouts at phone for 20 minutes. Gone wrong, not clickbait. Is it... Why is it not connecting? I am at least being nice enough to continue harvesting. I could, you know, just as easily... Now it's connected. So let's have a look at the one comment on yesterday's video. SS Re said, the PZ hater wrote the swaths as well. This is true. Talking about the hay bobs, which I was mentioning in yesterday's video. This is true that the PZ Zweiger hay bobs that are available will windrow as well. As will the SIP rake that I'm using, the SIP belt rake that I'm using on Sandy Bay. The reason that I chose the tedder and windrower I did here basically was because I didn't want to completely take the equipment just from Sandy Bay, or the style of equipment. So I went for separate tedder and single rotor rake here, just to kind of differentiate from the belt rake on Sandy Bay and the fact that that thing can TED as well. I didn't want to have two different maps going where I was using equipment that could both windrow and rake or TED at the same time. That's the long and the short of why I didn't get like a hay bob on this map. Among other reasons, you know, there are other reasons that I didn't do that. The creaking of the little creaks that you can hear of from when you're putting the arm up or the pipe out is fantastic, or are fantastic, I guess is the correct word. So I don't know if I said this at the start of the video. I did have a quick look around this version of the map. This is, again, a whipped version of the update. I had a look around it last night. Found a few issues that were quite nitpicky in my opinion, but still I felt needed to be brought to Nathan's attention just for perfectionism reasons more than anything else. And that was just kind of a quick look at stuff that I knew was a problem before. Haven't had a chance to go in detail, and I probably won't tonight, which is a bit of a shame, because I'm going to be busy as hell. So I'll probably give this a proper close look on Thursday or Friday, maybe. So that's... Oh wow, that's only like a third of a trailer. Okay, I'm liking this combine more and more because it's not got a silly capacity. So many... I'm trying to figure out the way that I want to talk about this. So many combines in Farm Sim have capacities that are either unrealistic or that you just question, well, would that be able to hold that much grain in real life? Because you get combines that can fill trailers twice as big as the combine. Whereas then you get this, and it fills probably a similar area in the trailer to the size of the grain tank, maybe even a bit less, because you're never going to get every little bit of grain out. And I like that. Another cool thing about the DLC, which I didn't realize until Matt said it, is that the way that most vehicles are priced in Farm Sim is according to horsepower. And that's the default base game and Giants DLCs. Obviously mods are just priced effectively at random by the mod author, who decides the price based on, I feel like it should cost this much, or I want it to cost €1, which is the most annoying price for a mod ever. In game, obviously. Matt doesn't do that. He didn't do the Giants method, he didn't do the modder method. He decided to price the equipment based on age. So you're buying all these tractors as if they're new, but you're paying an age-based price. Which, if you think about it, makes sense. Because if you buy an older tractor, even if it's been lovingly restored, you're probably not going to buy... or you're probably going to get more tractor for your money than buying a brand new tractor fresh out of the factory. You know, direct from New Holland. If you buy a TS150 or TM150 from a farmer or a restorer or whoever, doesn't matter for the purposes of this thought experiment. It's going to cost you maybe, what, 15,000–20,000 euro? Because it's a mid-2000s tractor, or late 90s, early 2000s tractor that will have probably a couple of thousand hours on the clock, and you maybe isn't in the best running condition. Yeah, it's used. It's not going to be perfect. You buy a brand new New Holland T6, which, as far as I'm aware, would be the modern current day equivalent. You might be looking upwards of 100,000 for that. For a tractor that's not going to give you many reliability problems, granted. Doesn't have any... It's gonna run a bit easier, it's gonna run a bit better, it's got all the modern amenities, but if you're running a tight ship on your farm, if you're not making much money on your farm, why would you pay the extra 80-ish thousand? And that's all ballpark figures, I have no idea what... That's all just kind of guessing prices for the sake of guessing prices. I know a new tractor, brand new, is roughly 6 figures most of the time. Because they're big and expensive and have a lot of machinery in them. But why would you spend the extra money to get something brand new when you can get something just as good in terms of what it can do on the farm, albeit maybe with a couple extra issues or niggles or tiny little things that might need to be fixed, but you can do it cheaply because, hey, look, there's a buttload of second-hand parts available, or brand new parts that are being made by a third party for this, and oh look, it's really cheap to repair it. Instead of having to go to New Holland every single time you've got a problem. You'd go with the cheaper option. I know I would. You get a vehicle that can do effectively the same jobs. Sure, it won't have all the mod cons. You know, it won't have, or might not have, air conditioning or heated seats or a back massager embedded in the seat, or I don't know what modern tractors have. I know that there are cars that have like back massagers in the seats now, and that's kind of weird. Like heated seats I'm fine with, because in the winter, oh my god, is that beautiful. But, like, why would you need a back massager? Like, if your back's getting really stiff and you're driving for a long time, maybe you should, like, stop at a petrol station for 10-15 minutes, have a cup of coffee, and just kind of stretch your legs and stretch your back. Which is an altogether better solution than having machine vibrate against it. Or punch it for you, or something. Yeah. I guess that's just my take on it. I don't get the point of massage seats, especially not massage driver seats. Passenger seats, sure, it's a luxury, but why would it? Like, if your back suffers from driving so much, why are you driving so much? Like, if it's your job, maybe you should look into having a different job. Or maybe you should, you know, look into why your back hurts so much if you drive for long periods. Is it the way you're sat? Is it the way the seat affects it? Is it because you're using the heated seats constantly? Is it that you're just really tense and you need to just crack your back every so often? I know I do with... I know it's not the same thing, but with iRacing, I need to occasionally just kind of, with both hands still on the wheel, just kind of crack my back a bit and stretch it a small bit in the middle of a race, because my back gets stiff because I'm tensing it up a lot. And I get tense, and, you know, that's the thing that happens, and I crack my back, and suddenly I number one, I'm more comfortable. Number two, I'm maybe half a tenth faster because, hey, look, I'm not distracted by my back being sore anymore. Which, granted, it's not going to be much of an effect on a road driver, but maybe you're calmer. Maybe you make more logical decisions. I don't know. Why am I talking about this anyway? We got the harvest done in 23 minutes. Okay. What I do need to do is I need to empty the combine, which is emptying at, I would call this a logical rate. The rate at which this combine empties, it makes sense. It's not stupid fast, it's not stupid slow, because I've seen combines do both before. Where you basically start emptying a combine, you can walk up for 5 minutes, make a cup of tea, drink your cup of tea, go for a nap, and the combine's still emptying by the time you get back. But at the same time, it's not like instant dropping everything out the bottom, like I've seen on other combines. So what we need to do now is we need to get from here down to here, so we'll take that gate out. We'll have to move to Massey. That gate, take a right, take another right, take... just break things up a bit, a left, then another right. So let's get the Massey out of the way, because I've accidentally made it into a roadblock. I think you can actually get... I want to experiment with the map up now, because I know I said I'd take a left. I want to see if I can get down to the grain store by only taking right turns. We'll do the anti-NASCAR route, because NASCAR only turns left, we're only going to turn right. Here we go. Right turn. Obviously I will have to do minor corrections to the left. Right turn, and following the road doesn't count as making a left turn, by the way. Oh no, I can't make only right turns, because I'll have to turn to the left. Down... yeah, I'll have to turn to the left down here, so no, I can't make only right turns. That's a bit of a shame. Let's get the cover onto the trailer there so it looks a bit more legit. So a quick reminder that this is... this is the 75km/h version of the fast track, the fastest one you can get. Because I am impatient and I want my grain in the silos now. That was the turn I needed to take. The downside of flinging a fast track down a country road at 50 miles an hour in Farm Sim, it's quite difficult to figure out where everything is. So in real life you'd slow down for this, but now in Farm Sim I'm just going to keep going at 40 miles an hour through that river. Follow the road around here. La 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 la. Whoop. Spin out a bit, because of course I did. It is me. It wouldn't be a RainbowDave video if there wasn't some sort of derpage going on. And oh dear. Can I escape this at all? Yes, I can. So let's empty this out. And I think we'll call this a video here. I will bring this back up to the yard that I am using, the cow yard. And I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Meadow Grove Farm. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.